I grew up in Austria in a rather rural town called Lasnitzhöhe, which has about 400 people living there, and I wasn't around much classical music really back then. I was lucky enough that I always had teachers around me that were able to see, you know, this guy is somewhat talented in singing or playing piano. Let's focus on that, and let's have good teachers available for him. And my parents always supported that. They knew nothing about it. They still don't really. That was pretty lucky of me to have parents that were such supportive people at all times. As a conductor, you're somewhat of a loner in a way. I mean, you work with so many people all the time, but it's always just one person that's gonna be in charge in the very front of the orchestra. I mean, thank God it's not like in the old days being like a dictator. That's not the case anymore. We don't want that. But I always enjoyed working with other people, whether it's individuals in the orchestra or sections or entire orchestra or soloists or singers. I always enjoyed that very much because at the end of the day, that's really important for music making because fear is one motivator, but it's not a good one, I think. And if people really get along very well, and I think we do, then that's just the pleasure of making music together is so much greater. Most of those people in the orchestras, most of them will have played the pieces that we're going to work on together already many more times than I will have conducted them. And then I show up and I tell them to do something else or something. And maybe that's really enriching and inspiring sometimes, but sometimes it's also, well, now this young chap is going to tell us what to do. So it's always a very respectful way of kind of finding that balance of taking what's there already and then bringing your own very personal ideas and interpretations to it. With the orchestra, with the RSNO here, I've had the pleasure of getting to know them a bit more, and it's just always been such an incredible pleasure because it's not just the musicality that's so outstanding in the precision and the technical abilities of each and every one, but also just such a heartwarming and friendly environment. What's especially intriguing is when you do a piece that you think you don't have much of a relation to, and then you get to experience it with the orchestra and get to maybe discover it together with the orchestra because maybe they haven't done it either that much or at all. And then you realize, oh my God, this is a fantastic piece and it works so much better than what I thought would work when I was just sitting at the table and studying the piece by myself. We want to treat our audience in a way as if we were to present to them the most amazing and newly discovered piece ever. We don't want to play a Tchaikovsky or a Bruckner or a Brahms the way that they've always heard it. It's not about making up something just for the sake of making up something new that hasn't been there before. You still want to look at them in a fresh way and in a way as if you hadn't looked at them before. And that's something that I think we owe to the audience, and that's something that the audience ought to expect from us, and that's what we plan on giving the audience. I remember the very first day I stepped foot into this building. It was such a fantastic atmosphere. Everyone was so friendly and was so excited and exciting for me. And when I first stepped in front of the orchestra then, we played the first downbeat. I remember it was just incredible. We had 3 concerts and every concert had the same kind of excitement and power and drive as if they were playing it for the very first time in their lives and were just discovering this music now together. Everyone was always on the very top of their game and it sounded fantastic, and all 3 concerts were just so great and such a good atmosphere. So I'm really excited to build on that and see where the future takes us with different concerts and tours or recordings. I think that's a great thing that the RSNO is so diverse in its possibilities. This versatile capability is just something that you can really use in all kinds of aspects, and that's really exciting.